A barbecue joint right in between Coweta and Broken Arrow is a lifelong dream come true for an airline worker turned pitmaster. And he's turned it into a labor of love. In this week's Taste of Oklahoma, News on 6's Kristen Weaver shares why some customers say Luke's Barbecue is the best of its kind in the state.
It's pretty much a non-stop type deal, which I enjoy that.
You might call this Luke Trammell's happy place. Next to his barbecue pit, smoking, cooking, and patiently waiting for the flavor to set into his meat.
Sometimes 5 in the morning, sometimes between 6 and 7.
The brisket, pork, and shoulders smoke all night long.
And then I put my smaller cuts on, your pork spare ribs, the pork belly burn-ins, bologna, sausages, chicken, smoked mac and cheese, beans, you name it.
Luke does it the old-fashioned way, in his pits with a combination of hickory and pecan wood. Luke can't pick a favorite between the two.
I guess it'd be hard for me to choose. It's about like choosing between your two kids. I mean, they both, you love them both the same.
Luke's BBQ opened in Coweta a few years ago. Before that, Luke was a stock clerk at American Airlines, and he would deliver barbecue to the guys on Fridays as a side gig.
Cold winter nights, hot summer days, taking it out there every Friday. Next thing you know, you're doing weddings, you're doing company parties, and then, like you said, I got that call, wondering if I'd buy them out, and you know, the rest is history.
This space in Coweta became available, and Luke and his wife Amanda say it was a sign from God to open up a restaurant.
He just dumped it in our lap. Honest to goodness, he did.
We're here every Wednesday.
And boy, did that leap of faith pay off.
When they're hungry for barbecue, they're hungry for barbecue.
11 o'clock means doors are open at Luke's Barbecue. Lines form before people flood the small room, many of them regulars.
Half a pound of sliced brisket, a piece of toast, and a drink, and it's the best in the world.
Some customers even come every single day.
You get the sliced brisket, pulled pork, and the burn-ins, and end up taking half of it home for dinner.
For the first few hours, the restaurant and kitchen are all hands on deck.
Liz?
Popular items like the succulent glazed burnt ends sell out first.
You hit it just right, it's pretty much a delicacy as far as I'm concerned.
Another crowd pleaser is the brisket, which, as a Texas barbecue fan, I'll go on the record to say is the best and most tender I've ever tried.
Cheers.
Debs, here's Oakley.
Okay, you smoke right here.
Oh my God.
The burn-ins, the brisket, ribs.
The sides get special attention too, like the beans and mac and cheese smoked right next to the meat.
It just gives that old smoky crust to it, and you got that fat off your ribs dripping down in it.
You can finish off with a sweet treat from Bubba J's Baking Company. The restaurant is open until food is gone. Sometimes that takes the whole day, and sometimes it's just a couple hours. But customers say the way Luke makes this place feel like home brings them back just as much as the food.
Family atmosphere, people you'd like to have for your neighbors.
We don't claim to be the best, but we do claim to do our best.
Are you hungry now?
My eyes sort of glazed over right in the middle of that story, and I started slobbering out of both sides of my mouth.
Dreaming. Yeah, and I'm not lying.
So you like the brisket, huh?
The brisket, well, everything was good. But I'm not lying when I say that was so tender, it was so soft. He puts his heart and soul into it. So, highly recommend if you're on the hunt.
And this is a regular 4 o'clock thing, right?
Yes,
So
it is.
thanks a lot for making me distract me thinking about nothing but barbecue.
Hey,
now.
it's dangerous. We got a lot of good restaurants here, so we got to show them off, you know?
We do.
I love it. And of course, we are always looking for more unique, wonderful restaurants with even cooler stories just like this one. You can send me an email. You can see below, kristen.weaver@griffin.news. I also have a food Instagram, Christ Eats. Post all my food content over there as well.
All right. Thanks,
Not a
Kristen.
bad gig, right?
Yeah, no, I want to tag along sometime.
Absolutely. Come on, let's go.